Welcome, cycling hockey fans, to another edition of the Murdoch Show. I'm your host, Sears. Joining me, as always, namesake, head coach and general manager, Dr. Murdoch. Coach, welcome to the show.
Oh, it's good to be here. Man alive, we're still alive. We did have a loss on the weekend that hurt our win streak. We had won 9 in a row. We came in ranked 4th in the nation on Friday. So sometimes they say it's better to learn from a loss than it is to have too many wins and get a swelled head. So our guys don't have swelled heads this week.
That's good. It's always nice to take a loss early in the season than late, you know.
You bet. We may as well learn from our mistakes now and learn how to take it up to that next level.
Exactly.
Told the team in practice today, the first 10 games of the season, are a test, but the next 10 are a bigger test, and we have to take it to a higher level as far as quality of play, the physical side of it, and be able to compete on a day-to-day basis.
That's what you need to do to succeed at the SHA level. So, all right, fans, we got to talk about quite a lot of things going on this week. We had quite a lot of stuff that happened over this weekend, along with just the University of Central Oklahoma games. We had a couple players qualify for the University Games this week.
You bet. We pulled the coaching staff together for the World University Games. I wear 2 hats. I'm the head coach, general manager of Iowa State, then I take that hat off, and I'm the general manager of the World University Games team. So I've had a lot of meetings the last 2 or 3 weeks evaluating players all over the nation. Our coaching staff, Scott Balboni from Penn State, Sean Hogan from the University of Arizona, and also Dan Phelps from Adrian University. Great coaching staff. We have lots of communication, evaluate tons of players, and I was pleased that 2 of our players came to the top. John Feevel, forward, our leading goal scorer at the current time, scoring close to 1.5 points a game, and Matt Cooper, who will be our guest on the second portion of the show, Player of the Week, and also outstanding goaltender. So real proud of those guys. We've also got Kayla Kleiauer, who's our athletic trainer here at Iowa State, will be athletic trainer at the World University Games for the women's team, and I'm going back for another appearance as general manager. So real proud of the guys, real proud of Cyclone Hockey's program. We've got a great reputation, and people seem to think that the Iowa State players can make the difference.
I think so too. It's excellent to have 2 of our best players represented at the games. It's huge. So it's exciting stuff.
John Feevel has been at the top of our scoring list for 3 years now, and starting it out the way he's left off the last 3 years, leading from the front in goals and assists and total points. And Matt Cooper had an outstanding spring semester this last year and picked up this fall right from where he left off. So feeling very good about where we're at. On the weekend, it was a healthy road trip, a 10-hour sleeper bus road trip down to Oklahoma City.
It was always rough.
Play Central Oklahoma. Yeah, it's not easy. It's a test, not only for the players but the coaching staff. But came in there and came away with a 2-0 win on Friday night, and I felt pretty good about it. First goal was a power play goal, Chris Kukulia from Feevel, and second period was a full strength goal by Percy, and team's playing real well. Shut down defense, and Matt Cooper, of course, getting his 3rd shutout of the season. So real pleased with that.
Yep, it's a solid first game. That second game kind of tapered off a little bit, but overall, it's a pretty, I would assume, successful road trip.
You bet. Saturday night's game actually was a carbon copy of Friday night's, in that Central Oklahoma came in and scored a power play goal in the first and full strength goal in the second, and then there was no more goals in the 3rd period, same as Friday night. I felt we were just a little bit softer on Saturday than we were on Friday. We're a team that needs to play physical, and if we play physical, then the rest of the game seems to fall in place. If we don't play physical, then it's a toss-up from there, and that's how Saturday came. I think Central Oklahoma, a top-ranked team, they were ranked number 11 in the nation, and have been a giant killer, so to speak. Don't want to be referred to as the giant that they killed, but at the same time, I think they could see the writing on the wall that if we swept them on the weekend at their place, that would have a pretty big impact on their rankings. So I thought they came out with a little extra hop in their step on Saturday and played real solid, and a good team that's going to beat a lot of teams this year and scare a lot of teams.
Yeah, Central Oklahoma always comes as a team that plays physical. They're grinders. They'll keep games close, and it's always they always seem to upset quite a few teams. So.
Oh, you bet. Very well coached. Craig McCandless, does a great job with his team, and they've got good facilities there. Not as good as Iowa State. They don't have as good a coaching staff as Iowa State, and I don't think they have the depth and player and the quality of the students that we have at Iowa State.
I would agree 100%.
Not saying anything negative about them. I'm just saying Iowa State is very, very good in all the categories.
Yeah. Of course, we always like to keep things fairly positive here. Are you concerned about a possible hangover this week?
Yes. Yeah. I never want to get into a rut where we play mediocre back-to-back games. So we've had a couple of good practices already. Monday maybe a little bit lighter than I would like to have it. Good workout in the weight room this morning, and there'll be another good workout tomorrow morning. And on the ice today, it was hellfire and brimstone time, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Where they work their butts off and they know what it's going to take to win down and going into the second quarter of the season.
Yeah, you always want players to be thinking, losing sucks. We don't want that to happen again. So
you bet. Coaches are much easier to get along with after a win, and 9 wins is good, but maybe just a little bit too soft going into the 10th game.
I would agree. If you want to go ahead and roll some highlights, we have some clips of our 2 university players with John Favel and Matt Cooper. So we'll roll those through. We'll talk a little bit about Matt Cooper a little bit. He's played extremely well in these first couple series, and he was huge in the Illinois series.
Yeah, Matt was an outstanding high school player out of Duluth, Minnesota. Played in the state tournament. That's a pretty big thing up in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
I went to school there, so I know firsthand how big it is. He's an extremely hard worker. He's capable of getting in the zone and just playing extremely well, and we want to keep that rolling. I don't think our team gave the depth of support they did on Friday night. Mm-hmm. And John Feeble is playing very well right now, but if he's going to get a point and a half a game, he needs to get a point and a half every game.
Yeah, I agree. They work hard enough, and they're excellent players to have. We talked about Matt a little bit. We were saying on the Illinois game how well he played in just that shootout. At least I was watching that game. That confidence he had. And it's some people see it as cocky, but you have to be confident if you're going to be a goalkeeper.
Yeah, I don't necessarily see him as cocky at all. He's just a real competitor, and plays lights out right through overtime if necessary and shootout if necessary. The Illinois shootout in particular, 3 guys came in on him. Olin is on the World University Games team, and he shut him down cold.
Yeah, I know. I think what personifies Matt entirely is he's one of those guys that, when the game's on, he's paying attention, and that's how I made a clip where after the whistle's blown, he's playing hacky sack with the puck. So.
Yeah.
So, all right, Cyclones, we're going to take a quick break. After we come back, we'll bring on our Player of the Week, Matt Cooper. Stay tuned. Cyclone hockey fans, joining me now is, of course, Coach Murdoch and Matt Cooper. Matt, welcome to the show.
Howdy. How's it going?
Doing good. I'm doing good. I was just asked you. Yeah, Matt's our Player of the Week here, and we're excited to have him on the show. We're talking a little about him before, and like to let Cyclone fans know a little bit about Matt. So, Matt, where is your hometown? Where are you from?
Duluth, Minnesota.
Yeah?
Yes, up north. Not quite as far north as Coach, but
Yeah. So you're a big Wild fan?
I definitely. Minnesota Wild is the hometown team. When I was growing up, I was a big Dominic Hasek fan, really, when I was growing up. So, I followed him through, Buffalo Sabres. I was a really big Red Wings fan. They had a couple good years, so, kind of stems through that, but definitely Wild after 2000.
Yeah, they're playing really well now, too, actually. So.
Yeah, they're not doing too bad, but
no,
not quite as good as some teams, but,
Yeah, that's true.
They'll pick it up at the end of the season.
Of course, that's all that matters. Yeah.
Just like we did last year. So.
Yeah, exactly. What major are you?
Agricultural business and economics, double majors. So.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, trying to get it all done,
Mm-hmm. So, why ICU? What brought you here?
Really, it was just I didn't really know much about the school at all until I got a call. It was 2 summers ago now. Eric Tofty gave me a call and just basically told me they would like to come down and give me a tour of the campus, show me around and meet Coach and do some other things. So I've followed through, and I couldn't be much happier with the school. Is obviously one of the most beautiful campuses anywhere. We got a great program, and couldn't be happier. So.
How's it feel to go from being the backup goalie last year to playing in the university games?
It's everything I could have hoped for. It's everything you strive for. Every day in practice, you try to work towards a goal. Just personally, being the best goalie, trying to give my team to win, or my team a chance to win.
Yeah.
Every chance I can. So just trying to work on the skills every day, and it's a great motivator. It has been, since last year when I had the first, couple of chances of maybe making the team. And throughout this season, it's really given me a lot of motivation to really give our team the best chance to win. And now, luckily, being able to give Team USA hopefully a chance to win some games. So
it's exciting. How was it taking time off from hockey? You went a couple of years without actually playing, right?
Yeah, I took a year off after I graduated high school. Sometimes guys just get burnt out, right? They get want a little break from the sport. So I think overall it was a good decision for me. I've made it to this point now, going to the World University Games, and I can't say anything negative about it. It was good to get away from the sport and kind of take a break, be a normal kid for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I love the game way too much, and I couldn't, take any more time away from it. So I had to come back.
Coach, what are some of your favorite attributes about Matt?
He keeps pretty cool and calm in the net during play. When I was first referred to him, a fellow up in Duluth, Christian Kelling, who works with the University of Minnesota Duluth hockey program and very active in youth hockey in Minnesota, and hockey schools and coaching certification and all of that. I had known him for a while and had met with him at the coaches conference down in Florida. And I actually tried recruiting him as an assistant coach.
Really?
And came real close. But then Minnesota Duluth had the audacity to win the NCAA championship. That seemed to have some impact on him staying. And but we've kept in close contact, and I told him, I said, hey, when you run across players that kind of drop between the cracks just a little bit, don't end up with University of Minnesota Duluth, maybe you could point them our way. And Matt was one of those. He said, I know this guy. He's really a good guy, a great family. I think he's a pretty good student. I think you'd like him. You maybe need to talk to him. So as with all recruiting, I contact Eric Tofty. I've trained him everything that we do with Cyclone Hockey. He played for me. I made him director of recruiting. And so I delegate to him to contact these prospects. So he contacted Matt. He talked to Christian Kelling first, and I got those two guys connected, and then the rest is history. Matt came down, I think maybe with your mother, came down from Duluth for a visit on campus, and of course he's exactly right. When we give him a campus tour, the campus sells itself. Wow. And when we show them the facilities, then they say, wow, this is something else. And when I tell them we don't ever refer to ourselves as a club, that we're just like Minnesota Duluth NCAA varsity, but no scholarship. So he had to be prepared to come in here, pay his own way, pay his dues, and so he's done well. He knows that the academics are tough here, that you have to work very hard. He knows that no one just steps in and becomes a starter or a superstar right away. So he paid his dues fall semester last year and spring semester. When it came down to it, ironically, it was the team we played this last weekend where the other two goaltenders sucked. They didn't play very well. And so the opportunity for him to play a big game against Oklahoma, and he did extremely well. And did extremely well the balance of the season. I think out of about 12 games, I think he maybe had 1 or 2 losses in that 12-game period. Won Central State's championship. But he kind of carried the team to that point, and then at nationals losing a unique
that was a strange
finish
game, yes.
in Chicago at the national tournament. But he's kind of picked up where he left off last spring, this fall. He's been around town working really hard, I think saving his money because he got a new set of pads.
Oh, yeah.
And goaltender pads aren't cheap.
Yeah.
No, they're
But,
not.
I think in the matter of the last 3 or 4 weeks, he's gotten them pretty well broken in. And I think they're going to be in perfect shape to go to the World University Games in Trentino, Italy in December. We'll actually fly out of here on December 6th and back in on the 22nd. And I've had a part as general manager and looking at the overall team, and there's no question in my mind, Matt and John Fevel are a very important part of this team.
Of course.
And it certainly has the makings of what I consider a gold medal team. The competition there is very, very good. They're going to be impressed with that, but at the same time, I think Fevel and Matt are ready for that step. And J.P. Kazak is on the alternate list, so if somebody stumbles along the way from one of the other schools or doesn't get grades or any number of things, he's right in there as well.
So it was exciting. Matt, how important was the national championship run?
It was a great experience. I mean, for having the group of seniors we did last year, I mean, I really was hoping we could give them a good experience. Coming from, it was my sophomore year, I guess, last year. So coming in, being a young guy, and just trying to give those seniors the best opportunity to end on, the best note they can, because you never know what might happen after you're playing college hockey. So, I mean, I just want to do everything I could for that group, because we are such a family, because we care so much about the boys and how everything goes. So, I mean, it was definitely a heartbreaking loss, but I mean, it was a good run and it was a lot of fun.
That's always good. What was your take from this weekend's games?
They were a good team. I mean, we played a very solid game in the first night on Friday. I mean, it kind of shows by the stats of the team, right? I mean, and the big W. But second night, we came out and tried our best. I mean, we had a lot of good opportunities. We just couldn't bury it. When you get shut out, it's tough to win games. And I mean, the other goalie played pretty solid 60 minutes, so you couldn't be too heartbroken. But I mean, we're just trying to keep working hard and bury some pucks this weekend. So
that's all you can hope for. Sometimes the puck just doesn't bounce your way.
Exactly.
All right, Cyclone Hockey fans, we're going to take a quick break. Afterwards, we'll preview this weekend's games and talk about some events we got going around the rink. So stay tuned. Welcome back, Cyclone Hockey fans, to our final segment of the show. We're going to talk about this weekend's games against Wilson State University.
Oh, man, alive. There's so many good things going on this weekend. It's going to be unbelievable. There's no question in my mind they're going to be hanging from the rafters. We're issuing hooks at the door so they can just hang from the rafters,
grab it and
because all the seats are going to be filled. It's going to be unbelievable. We're playing Williston State Junior College, and you think, junior college, 2-year team, but they won the national championship. We're actually looking at recruiting some of their players, and they're going to be good, and we have to beat them in order for the recruits to even be interested in us.
Of course.
So they will be good. We'll play them Friday night at 7:30. Saturday night's unique in that the women are playing prior to us, so it'll be a doubleheader, 2 games for the price of 1, and our game will start at roughly 8 o'clock. Some of the things going on, any night that we score 5 goals or more in a winning effort, all the fans in the building get 5 for fries. They get coupons. I'm going to go sit in the stands after our 5th goal, and the guys better win. It's going to be unbelievable, Matt. Sean, we better get it. The other thing is, if we sweep on the weekend, a sweep, win Friday night, win Saturday night, we're 9-1. We've had some sweeps already this year. We sweep on Friday night and Saturday night, win both games. Then you can call in on Sunday while you're watching football and get a discounted pizza from Papa John's.
It's a pretty good deal,
cow,
actually.
It's unbelievable. And then also, this weekend is TRA weekend. Anybody can come to the games, but the people from TRA, I think they're literally going to migrate from the towers, Wallace Wilson, all the way across the street to the ice arena. It's going to be unbelievable. And
I'm going to walk.
We're going to have lists at the door. We're going to have clipboards, and the houses can sign up. And the house with the largest attendance is going to get a pizza party. They can have a pizza party at the rink. They can have it at their house. They can have it out in the woods. I don't care where they have it. I was so darn excited about this. I went to the towers last night. I gave talks on all 20 floors.
Wow.
It was unbelievable. 20 talks. We were excited. Fans were excited. People were clamoring. They wanted the poster with Coach Murdoch's autograph on it. And I said, how many coaches do you have come to the towers? And I was pleasantly surprised. One of my favorite people, Paul Rhodes, he also goes to the towers. He went to every floor prior to the start of the football season. Jamie Pollard, the athletic director, went to every floor, helped people move in. I'm sure he's lifting the light stuff, but no big deal. But this weekend's going to be big. Cyclone hockey, it's going to be good. Get there early. Get your season tickets. They're still a bargain.
Well, there's also a game, in case you're wondering, of all these great promos we got going on.
Cooper will tell you about the game.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the fans and the French fries.
Absolutely. They're going to be a tough opponent, like you said. They're national champions.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting turn of events, I'm sure. We played like a junior team earlier this year in North Iowa, so I mean we've had some kind of similar competition.
Yeah.
But Williston's going to be a tough competitor, and I'm excited to get out there and stop some pucks.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Of course. They're going to be a good team. I saw some things about them. I've heard Kevin talk about them a little bit. They're a lot better than you would think they clearly won a national championship. So
National champions, man alive. If you shy away from big hits and blood flying through the air, don't come to the game. But if you kind of like the action, whoa, it's going to be good at the ice arena this weekend.
Corey Pronger-Sellers is going to be in full fashion. I'm sure.
Sellers is going to be taking people out to lunch.
what's it like to come back home after being away for 2 weekends?
I mean, it's going to be really nice. I mean, the road trips are, sometimes they get the best of you when you're there 3 days and they take a little bit and they take a little bit out of you. But we're home now. We've had a lot of good rest, and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday we had a nice good workout at practice tonight.
Yeah.
And we're ready to get back into it and get really in our home barn, get back into Ames, Iowa. So.
Yeah, of course. We've got the Wilson State games this weekend. And this next weekend, we got a huge series. It's Ohio University, some of Central State's collegiate team here.
I don't want to get the cart before the horse, but I would be getting my tickets right now
I would
for
too.
Ohio University. Central State's the following week. I don't want to even talk about it. It's going to be a barn burner. Last time we played them, they beat us at Nationals. We owe them big time.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very, very physical series. That's going to be RCA weekend, Richardson Court Association. I can't wait. I'm going to go over there next week and talk to them about RCA weekend. It's going to be unbelievable. We're going to try to get fries for them. We're going to try to get pizza for them. We're going to try to get pizza party for them. I'm pretty sure we can get it, but I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag quite yet.
Yeah. So you should buy your tickets now. Hopefully get your Florida pizza party. Who doesn't love pizza? Your college kids, right?
Unbelievable.
Pizza's the best in the world. Of course, we would be doing the show an injustice if we didn't talk about our sponsors.
You bet. You bet. D3 team's going on the road this weekend.
Oh, of course.
Coach Clark's traveling with them. I think they're going over someplace west of here. I don't know, Nebraska or somebody. They're not in our league anymore. I mean, for the other sports, but our D3 team will go over and pound on them Friday night and Saturday afternoon. Big Red is dead. But it's going to be big here.
Of course.
And without our major sponsors, holy cow, our major sponsors are number one. And, one of our biggest sponsors is Welch Avenue Station and Pizza Pit. They got the best darn pizza in town. It's unbelievable. You can smell it coming in the door as we speak. A huge crowd is gathering at Hamilton Hall. They're all coming over here tonight. They're pounding on the door and on the walls because they know that Pizza Pit has the best pizza, and I can smell it coming in the door. Tom Northrup, he's number one. Pizza Pit. Ooh. It's good.
Pizza is pretty good. It's part of the reason why we have so many people helping out with the show. They love hockey, but they love the pizza maybe a little bit more. That's okay, though. All right, Cycle Hockey fans, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Matt, thanks for coming on the show. Coach,
Thank you.
As always.
You bet. We're having fun. If we can't have fun, what can we do?
Exactly. We hope to see you guys at this weekend's games, and we hope to have you guys tune in next Tuesday. I'm Sean Sears, and you guys enjoy the rest of your week.